I think some of it is that we start making very automated decisions without having humans intervening. Sometimes that can be a positive thing, but oftentimes that means that we're making decisions that are really biased, and we're not having people in place to ensure that that's not happening. So we're denying people opportunities, we're underrepresenting them, we're making services that don't function for certain parts of the population, and we're just allowing that to kind of go forward without putting checks in place. I think there certainly always has to be a person there to check it. There needs to be somebody in place who has kind of a historical knowledge, ethical knowledge, some kind of consideration, so they can check the results of the model and see if it seems appropriate or makes sense. I think you can't just let the models completely learn on their own without having somebody in place to see what's actually being done. Otherwise, it's really easy to just cement bias and then have really high accuracy scores, but then when you put it out in the real world, you start seeing some clear problems come from that. So I think one really great thing that CTOs can do is provide a culture for the company. So I don't think that all of the ethical considerations 100% depend on me, but I think setting up a culture of considering ethical considerations is very dependent on me. So I think that's one of the benefits I can do is try and regularly have conversations about how we as a team need to pay attention to the ethics of what we're building, ask people the right questions so that when they release something, they're not just thinking of numbers and data points, but actually thinking about the human effect of it. So I think a large part of that is my responsibility, but if I build a good culture, then I can start encouraging that the engineers that work with me and underneath me are keeping that in mind too while they're building.